Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this video. So today I decided to make this video about overall about my car. People ask me what the car have, what is it built from, give me specs, give me this, that. It's literally hard to give information to everyone. So I decided to make this video to kind of give you some details about the car, maybe about me overall. And today's topics of the video is going to be about my car, about how I get into the racing, about PSI Motorsports, about your auto, and a couple words about sponsor and so on. So if you're into the motorsport and you like to start racing or start even learning your car, this is a video for you to watch. Alright, let's go. So, about my car. This is a 2007 BMW 335i. I started building probably like 4 or 5 years ago. It was interesting because the way I built the car, my skills actually built it with the car. So every change I made, I felt it and I knew the difference. So it's a long path. It's much easier to to buy a ready car and learn it. To me, it was not possible, so I started the way I started. And I like it. I don't regret it at all. Coming back to what modification car I have right now, let's start from shocks. Shocks are two-way yellow speed. I ordered them from Korea. There is a gentleman who owns the factory in Korea and he races BMW. I met this company at the SEMA show. I give them a try and I don't regret it. I like them. So shocks makes the big difference in road racing. I don't want to say they are the best, or they are affordable and I like them. So there is not much modifications to the engine. Pure 600 turbos. Thank you Pure for allowing me to have your stuff. I like them. They are stock turbos. I didn't want to get involved into horsepower a lot. I wanted to build my skills first and then kind of go from there. So engine mods is a Pure 600, a bigger intercooler. For now I'm running the cup, but I'm willing to go to MHD. Why? It's because cup does not give support a lot as MHD, and MHD, the main reason why I want to go to MHD, because basically with MHD mode, with the track mode, you can have your fan spinning all the time. And this is very critical and important because those 335i's overheats very quickly. The last time I raced was like 40 to 35 minute race, and I had to delete code like 2 times, and car was overheating like 4 times. So I have to actually, on a purpose, slow down. I'm using higher gears to make it to the end of the race. So MHD is going to be a big help with that. Cutting the hose vents helps a lot. So basically, if you're building 335i and you're trying to track it, temperature is the issue. So like I said, MHD, open hose vents, get rid of the AC condenser, AC, try to have as many openings as you can. Additional oil cooler is a big thing, especially with the box, where the air cannot escape. That's important. And then watch your temperature. Oil temperature is the key. I'm running like 280, and that's a lot. It's supposed to be like 260 preferably, but looks like with 280 of the oil temperature, car still drives on race fuel. And big difference. When I'm using a race fuel, car seems like more responsive and does not do lag. When I'm using a 93 octane, after like 10 minutes, the car just kind of more or less doesn't really good. Alright, so I was talking about the shocks overall and the turbos and engine mods. For now, let's talk about suspension mods, because that's critical and very important for the road racing. So more solid control arms you have on your car, better and stable and responsive the car is. So this car has equipped with the SPL control arms, basically complete rear, front, sway bar, thicker, adjustable. That's very critical and very important. Thank you Apex for wheels. Those wheels are perfect, so I'm running square setup where I can rotate the wheels around. Running with Pirelli slicks. Big role plays alignment, corner balancing and alignment setup. So every car has different, weight transfer. Not weight transfer, different weight. So you have to kind of adjust that. So the car will be level approximately 50-50. And then it's also very depending on the racetrack which you go to. So ideally, you want to change your alignment setup to, the track where you're going. But in our world, in a motorsport, in a grass motorsport, it's kind of tricky. So you're pretty much doing one setup and you roll with it. It's okay. It's more than enough, and it works. The way to determine how much camber you need on a car, you need to use a pyrometer and see the temperature on the inside, middle and outside. You have to play with it and kind of find a happy medium where you have a grip and you don't overheat the tires. And of course, with having more camber, yes, car is going to turn quicker, but again, with the more camber, you might using only the inside of the tire, you're not using all the tire. So it's critical and important to use maximum grip of the tire on track. Only that could take 1 hour to explain, so we don't have much time. So I'm gonna move on and give you some other details about the car since we're talking about it. Thank you, Saddle. You're the best. And those harnesses are very easy to use to me, and they're easy to strap and easy to unstrap. So I'm using them, I like them, they are the best. Right now I have a full roll cage. The car is NASA race legal with the nets and with the fire system. The car running, to be honestly, on my surprise, the car had about 25,000 miles race track miles. You know, I was ready to kind of give up on the engine, and I bought another car just for the engine. This engine is still running. I think it's because of the motor. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to advertise, but I'm changing oil every 10 hours. So every 10 hours I'm putting a new 300V race oil, and no issue since then. It's 20+ thousand miles on track. It's just insane. So thank you, Motul, for the good product, and thank you for the partnership. Now let's talk about how I got into the racing. That's also an interesting part. It's funny because I received birthday certificate for the extreme experience, they call it, right? We went to the Autobahn, and I sat in the Ferrari 458 Italia. I did 2 laps. I got too excited about it, and I thought to myself how I can get into it, right? So the next year I bought the BMW M5 V10, and I went to the lap track days. Very good group, by the way. And we went to Road America. We did a couple laps. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I overheated my brakes because the car is very heavy and the track is, you know, it's insanely fast. That's how I got involved with it, and slowly, step by step, I bought this car and then started developing. So that's how I got into it. Besides that, you know, I did a lot of winter autocross. We do frozen lake events with Chicago's Racing, so that's very helpful for the car control. I think that everyone needs to attend those events, because when you learn how to control your car sideways, it's so much easier to apply that knowledge to the street. You don't learn your car when you have 100% grip. You learn your car when you don't have a grip, because you know what the car is going to do and how to turn, how to accelerate and brake, and so on. So inviting you to Chicago's racing events every winter, usually in February, we have a big festival. Come on by, you'll have a lot of fun. Besides that, I did rally, I did a lot of go-karting, we did regular autocross, on asphalt. And another topic we'd like to talk about is NASA. So organizations such as NASA, they have very cool and very good levels. You can start with NASA even when you're like newbie, you don't know anything, or even if you have some sort of driving skills and you're trying to develop them. Their program is very smartly built, and it's not about seat time and lap time. It's about controlling and learn how to control your car in a safety environment. So if you're interested in coming to NASA, hit me up or just register on the website. Come and see how they run, and I'm sure you're gonna like it. For now, I'm racing with NASA in a limited class. For that class, I think this car is a little bit underpowered, because when you're running a limited class, basically you can have anything and anything. I'm gonna work on that in the next season. Maybe I'm gonna move to ST2 or GTS4, I don't know yet. So for now, I have to deal with the kind of overheating and managing temperature. That's step number 1. Another topic I would like to introduce to you is the PSI Motorsports. So we created a team, 3 of us. It's interesting because I'm Ukrainian, the other guy is from Poland, and the third guy, Roberto, is from Italy. The guy from Poland named Arthur. So 3 of us actually get together and created PSI Motorsports. Our core and our value in this idea to create a team is not only to have a team and go racing, it's a little bit more deeper. So our core, first of all, is to grow motorsport and basically bring more people into the sport. Even if you have no idea what it's about, or you have something and you need to develop the skills, that's what we're trying to focus on. The second thing what we're focusing on is a coaching for the new drivers, instructing, and of course we do race support for somebody who would like to basically need the race support during the weekend, because to do this on your own, it's sometimes get tricky. Then we do organize events, our own track days. We did Ozarks in May. Fantastic racetrack. Oh my god, you need to try it. We're going to be there again in fall. You can check our website, psimotorsports.com, and all the events are going to be posted there. And after event pictures will be there as well. We do go-karting events, and we also have ability to, if you're interested, to try the pro racing karting, where we have programs such as Arrive and Drive. So basically, all you need is just show up with a helmet and suit, and you will be provided with the karting and the coaching and support and so on. So that's a very cool experience for you to try. Of course, our goal is to go pro racing. I mean, I don't know yet, but Carrera Cup is our goal, and as a road inside, one day Nürburgring 24 hours. It might be out of the sky, but you know, you have to have a dream, you have to have a goal, so that's what we're focusing on. So yeah, if you're interested in some of our services, feel free to reach out and we can help you out with that. So the next topic is about Your Auto. Your Auto is a used car dealership where we sell sports cars and regular street cars. As you can see here, there is not 100 cars, right? But we're trying to do quality, not the quantity, right? So if you're interested in getting any car or a car which we possibly carry in stock, come and hit us up and check it out. If you like it, we can provide you, warranty, after service. We have to do clear PPF for the cars. So we can do a lot of things, but trying to focus on on good quality cars for the public. Going back to our sponsors, I'm really thankful to Motul for their support, for their expertise, and I hope our partnership is going to grow better and better within years and years. Also, I want to thank Sabo for providing safety harnesses and safety equipment. Also, Apex racing parts, Apex wheels, for me to having those very nice wheels, very lighted wheels, and those make a difference. And 1 pound on the wheel gives you more torque and more horsepower in the race. So the lighter, the stronger the wheel, the faster you are. And then Your Auto, appreciate that too, all the support. Another topic I would like to discuss is equipment which I use during races and during the practice. I want to mention the Garmin Catalyst I have in my car. Some people like it, some people hate it. I personally like it because that device is like someone who you have on the side, on the passenger seat, and gives you an idea if you're doing good or bad, right? You can for sure learn and see a bunch of videos about how to use it, but I personally like it because that gives me some sort of reference. So every time when you go on the track, basically to me, every time I go on the track, I want to improve, right? I want to change my, do some changes, do better lap time, or do mid-corner speed better, or braking, or turning, or adjusting the car and see how it goes. So every time you go on the track, you don't want to just drive it. I mean, it's okay sometimes, but most of the time you need to have a goal, set up this goal and achieve the goal. That's going to be a good weekend. So Garmin is a good device. Of course, you can get aim system and play with the data, but you have to understand, aim system and data, you want to use it when you need it. When you're hitting all the marks, you're braking, you're turning, you have like maximum, you're using data basically then when you did try everything and you cannot find a solution, right? But your competitors are fast. That's when you're using the data. In the beginning, it's useless to use data because you don't know what you're looking for. It's just getting too frustrated, and I think comparing aim system and this, in the beginning, this is much easier and you have video, so it's kind of, you're saving time, right? That's what it's all about. When you go on the track, time flies so fast, you cannot even, imagine that, it was just morning and it's already evening. I think you know that better than me. So yeah, so that's a short video I would like to show you. There's going to be more videos and more series which we're going to film during our race weekends, during our practice weekends, during our karting weekends. So follow up, hit subscribe, like our videos, and if you have any questions, please comment below. And you can also follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. You know what I have to do, so I don't have to tell you. Thank you for watching, and